Okay, the next two skills are about finding equations of the line. These are questions that will appear in the final 2 or 3 questions on any of the papers. They're really, really important if you're looking at getting a level 5, and it's really worth being able to pick up some marks if you're looking at just getting the level 4. But please try and make sure that you're able to pick up some marks on these questions. They are really difficult, so bear with me and we'll try and work through this together. Okay, so we've seen in previous skills that we've got an equation of a line is of the form y equals mx plus c. And here we're told in this first case that we know that it goes through the point 28, let's say it's there, and it's got a gradient of 5. And we're being asked to find what the equation of a line is that goes through 28 with a gradient of 5. So, how do we do it? Well, if we think about y equals mx plus c, we know that at this point x equals 2 and y equals 8. And we know that m equals 5. The bit we don't know is what c is. And so what we're going to need to do is try and work out what c is by substituting everything we do know into the equation of the line. So, y we know is 8. M we know is 5. X we know is 2. So 8 equals 5 times 2 plus c. C is the bit we don't know. And we can use this information to work out what c is. 8 equals 5 times 2 plus c. So that means that 8 equals 10 plus c, and we're left with a simple equation to solve. 10 plus something is 8. Well, c must equal minus 2. 10 plus minus 2 equals 8. Okay, so we know that the y-intercept must be minus 2. We know the gradient is 5. So we've got the equation of the line is y equals 5x minus 2. So at the end, all we did was we rewrote the equation of the line, putting in our gradient and putting in our y-intercept. Okay, let's have a go at the next one. So, we know that the gradient is minus 2/3, x is 3, and y is 6. So, we're going to rewrite the equation of the line with the bits we know. Well, we've got 6 equals negative 2/3 of x plus c. Well, let's think. 2/3 of 3, well, a third of 3 is 1. So 2/3 of 3 is 2. So negative 2/3 of 3 must be negative 2. So I've got 6 equals negative 2 plus c. So bring that negative 2 to the other side, tells me 6 plus 2 is c, and c equals 8. I can rewrite the equation of the line. Y equals minus 2/3 of x plus 8. And that's my equation of my line. I pause the video now while you just make sure you've got those 2 worked examples written down, and then I'll give you some questions to try yourselves. Okay, so here are 6 questions for you to try. Remember that you are starting by substituting into y equals mx plus c, so just write y equals mx plus c there, using that to find c and then rewriting the equation. So start you off on the first one. Y is 10, gradient is 4, x is 1, plus c. Work out what c must be to make that true, and then rewrite your equation with your gradient and your y-intercept written in as numbers. Okay, pause the video now while you try and finish off question 1 and do the rest of the questions yourselves. When you're ready, press unpause to see the solutions. Okay, so here are your solutions. You should have got y equals 4x plus 6, y equals 2x plus 9, y equals x minus 3, y equals minus 3x plus 2, y equals a half x plus 3, and a really difficult one down at the end, y equals negative 2/3 of x plus 21. Give yourself a mark out of 6. Very, very well done if you got 4 or above on that. This is not an easy task. If you need any more help, Hegarty212 is a clip which is really good for this topic. Very well done.